Hey, cousins. Listen, I got more questions than a little bit, y'all. And I need the cousins. I need y'all to come and answer these questions for me. Monday Night Raw was packed to the gills, stuffed. And they stuffing it like this because they got 2 weeks to make something happen for this WrestlePalooza that takes place on the 20th of September. Down to the ESPN for $30 if you don't got the correct carriers. But if you smart, you got a VPN and you go ahead and watch it on Netflix for whatever low price you paying. And you better get the low price because they don't get fucking commercials on international Netflix. Listen, I got a lot of questions. So it ain't gonna be too much move talk. We just gonna get through this so you can answer my questions as we go. Okay? I like it. Hope all is well with y'all. You understand? I went and got me a nice drink because my throat is going to dry out and I'm going to need it. Okay? My fucking mouse is on the pause button because you know your girl don't do no goddamn fucking editing. You understand? We run through this shit. Okay, so I already wet my whistle. Let's get busy. Raw took place down to the goddamn Milwaukee, Wisconsin for September 8th. We are moving through these days. Okay, we got Joe and we got Corey on the 1 and 2s, and I don't have no problem with that. Michael Cole needs to take a break and go get him some ginseng or something because he been fucking up for a long time on the 1 and 2s. Now, Corey Grave made a comment that he read on the internet that Wade Barrett was banished, and he was like, he ain't been. Okay, calm down, Corey. Calm down, okay? Anyway, I just want to go ahead and give a round of applause for Raw. Next week, we'll be starting an hour early at 7 p.m. Let's go ahead and give a round of applause. Yeah. I would like it to start at 7 p.m. every week. Every single week. So as usual, we get to see the people coming in. The PayPal is coming in. The workers are coming to work. They on time. They got their coffee. They doing all their things. We start the show with Jey Uso, Ushin. We also get a recap of AJ Lee. We get a recap of AJ Lee returning, and we're going to have to talk about that. We're going to have to talk about that. That's why we got to get through this, because, baby, oosh. It's just me, oosh. It's just me, oosh. And we ooshin' and douching. All the children in Milwaukee was in the crowd tonight. Jey joined his brother to oosh. Okay? And then they get in the ring. And the audience said, ooh, some more. And Jey said, run it back, run it back, you run it back, and run it back. And they ran it back, and it's me, oosh, cool. And then fucking Jimmy got on the mic, one of them. Listen, the twins is together, so I don't even fucking know no more. The twins got on the mic. He said, the Usos is now in your city. And then the Bronzes came out. He was like, I don't know what it's going to be. Seth Rollins, the Bronzes. And so the Bronzes came on out and they was like, bitch, don't get it twisted. We are two different individuals, okay? Listen, Braun Breaker, he ain't got the voice. I'm sorry. For him to be built like that, he sound like a bitch. Bronson Reed, he sounds like he's about to break into a Shakespearean monologue anytime. I want you, Jimmy and Jey, to rise and raise your finger for the tribal thief. I was like, oh my God. Anyway, all you need to know is one of the twins was like, y'all fat. What's his name is an orca. You two are like peanut butter and jelly security. You corny, whoop de whoop de whoop. Them two fell right back into their little twin spiel, they twin magic. And so the twins was like, listen, we already went to Adam Pearce and we was like, we want to go ahead and eat them two hoes up down to the WrestlePalooza. Adam Pearce was said, cool. So that's what's going to happen. The twins was like, but if you want to go ahead and mix it up tonight, we can. The Bronzes was like, no, we finna go in the back and chill. And then all of a sudden, the construction worker came from the back and started whooping up on their ass. And I was like, who that? And it ended up being LA Knight. And so we got a whole bunch of fisticuffs in the ring. So this is the point of contention, okay? I want you to pay attention. So what had happened is Jay's in the corner writhing in pain. And so LA Knight got catapulted towards Jey. And he got in front of Jey. He was like, hey, man, I ain't trying to do that. And then all of a sudden, he felt a train was coming. So LA Knight saved himself, and Jey ended up getting squished. And so Jey, he get up and he all upset, like, why you doing that? And LA Knight was like, wait a minute, I'm got out the way, like, what you talking about? And it was a whole bunch of fisticuffs and whoop de whoop de whoop, okay? That's what you want to pay attention to. I was watching the show and I saw that LA Knight didn't want to hit Jey, but he saw somebody was coming and he moves and Jey ended up getting, the residuals of that. Jey feel like LA Knight is doing some, weird shit on the real and trying to injure him for real. It's some confusion. I just need to know if Jey is getting some type of therapy for his cognitive delay. Because ain't no motherfucking way you finna find some shit to be beefing with LA Knight. That was the beginning of your show. Okay? We got a recap of El Grande Americano fucking up AJ Styles' situation. Now, while y'all was in commercial, AJ Styles was talking to the people. Okay? And he said something real interesting. He basically was like, somebody trying to take me out. Y'all know I got stuff to do. I'm trying to mix it up with you hoes and have a good time. And I'm coming to the twilight of my career. But somebody trying to fuck me up right now. So when y'all come back, LA Knight backstage arguing with Adam Pearce. And Adam Pearce was like, listen, I don't got time for nothing you got going on. So Brian Saxon comes up and he's like, so what's up? You know what I mean? Like, what you got going on? And LA Knight is like, listen, I'm trying to talk to Pierce and I'm trying to get a match with one of the Bronzes. I don't know what the fuck the Usos got going on and it's cute or whatever, but I don't need them in my goddamn way. Okay? I need to stomp the piss out of one of the Bronzes. So that's what happened. Moving right along. AJ Styles and El Grande Americano. It was cute. I have nothing to complain about. It was a fantastic transition. It looked like, I don't even know how to say it, but I'm about to say it. They rolled out of it, straight into a Styles clash. Love the thing. Then there was they calling it Americano 2.0. It's a smaller version of the taller El Grande. I don't know who that is. Y'all said that was Butch. So we'll see. Either way, Dragon Lee came out, put Butch on his ass, and that's when we got that cute little transition and a roll up, and AJ Styles won, and we moving right along. Anyway, Lee, and basically they was holding hands and stuff and all that in the ring stuff. Adam Pearce was talking to Io Sky. Io Sky is just girl. Anyway, and for whatever reason, there won't be no contract signing tonight. So Io was like, so what does that mean? Like, I can't wrestle because it's not going to be written in contract? He was like, don't even worry about it. Y'all still going to have your match. It's not even that serious. And then Nikki Bella comes and she's like, girl, I am so happy that you finna have this match, whoop de whoop de whoop. And then Asuka came. Asuka said, no new friends. So she came over with her fan and she was like, Nikki, get the fuck away from my girl. She don't need to be talking to you. Nikki was like, excuse me, Asuka, I was talking to Io. Don't be disrespectful. Asuka was like, disrespect? Bitch, please. So Nikki said, so how about we just get in the ring? We had the conversation. Asuka was like, bitch, I could beat the respect out of you if that's what you want to do. And there we go. We got a match scheduled for tonight. Then we go right into Lyra. She coming out. Woo, woo, woo. And that's what we was doing during commercial. Woo, woo, woo. While y'all was in commercial, that's what we were doing. And we got a quick little hype reel from AJ about AJ Lee or whatever. And she coming and it's whoop de boop de boop. Lyra Valkyria versus Raquel Rodriguez. Let me tell you something. Ghost of Cody, now is not the time. Now is not the time, okay? I have not said nothing about Cody Rhodes and his tongue, but as of late, you've been coming fucking me up, okay? I already done burnt up some sage. Get your fucking ass away from me. Lyra Valkyrie and Raquel Rodriguez. For whatever reason, this was a very competitive match. Raquel, you too big to be getting fucked up the way you are. I don't know why the audience was so excited about Lyra. At one point, Raquel was holding on to the belt buckle on the top rope, and Lyra was trying to pull her down and do a super bomb or whatever, but she couldn't pull her down, so she was lifting herself up, and the audience was just like, oh. I was like, why is everybody so excited about that? The bitch is a giant. The other girl's like 5 feet tall. Whatever, she ended up power bombing her and putting her face dead in her chocha. And then what ended up happening, Lyra ended up getting back up on the corner, and Raquel pulled her by her leg and put her into the Honda bomb and smashed her down or whatever. So Raquel wins by pinfall. Then we go backstage. The War Raiders was talking to Penta. Let me tell y'all something. Penta is a hot ass. I love when he was talking. First of all, the War Raiders is walking around their drawers, so I'm not really sure what's going on. But they basically was telling Penta that if he need help, they could just all he got to do is call. So Penta walked up to Adam Pearce. He was like, "Listen, Adam, when I first came here, everybody was all about the Penta, but you don't seem to be all about the Penta." And Adam was like, "No, that's not true. I am about the Penta. Like, what is wrong with you?" So before Adam could really glaze Penta like he wanted, we get Rusev coming up there. Child, when I tell you Rusev said some wild shit, uh, Penta was looking at him like, "Bitch, I'm in the middle of a conversation." And Adam Pearce was looking at him like, "I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about." Rusev said something like, "I am the king of the mountain and I'm going to move the Rock of Gibraltar to show the world." Like, what the fuck is Rusev taking? Anyway, Penta was like, "Listen, don't be stepping in my face when I'm talking to Adam Pearce and getting some shit done." Because Penta trying to get an intercontinental title match going. Rusev was like, "I can say what I want to say." So Adam was like, "Well, you two bitches got fever, so why don't y'all just go ahead in the ring and mix it up? There go your next match." Then we got commentary. They was like, "Listen, AJ Lee is coming, okay? She is coming, girl." I guess. I didn't hear that part, but you Americans, y'all get the commercials. Anyway, we get back from commercial, and AJ is backstage talking to Dragon Lee, and he was like, "Yeah, everything's gonna be good or whatever." And Jimmy came in, and AJ told Jimmy that he was the good looking cousin. They was all laughing or whatever. So Jimmy was in the back, and he was talking. He ran into Jay because Jay leaving, and Jimmy was like, "Where you going?" And Jay was like, "I got to go. I got to go because it ain't what they think it is. I'm trying to do what I gotta do. I'm trying to win. And this motherfucker's all in my goddamn way. I'm trying to be the best I can. We got to worry about WrestlePalooza. So you going to do what I told you to do, or you going to be all in the way?" Jimmy was like, whatever. One of the twins was like, "You sounded like Roman." And I was like, "Oh, shit, here we go." But I'm going to tell you something. This was the first time in a long time that Jay actually sounded like he got a problem and he need to solve that shit. Jimmy was like, "You need to get yourself together." Jay was like, "Man, fuck that." And he took his stuff and left. So we thought. Anyway, here we go, child. AJ Lee makes her appearance. She gets to skipping and carrying on. She got Becky Lynch's belt around her waist, and she getting the audience, getting the ring. I'm gonna be real honest with you. This was long, and it was fucking excruciating. It was long and excruciating as fuck. Okay? I'm not going through everything. AJ in the ring, everybody's happy. She's adulating. She's taking it all in, which extended the time. Every time she got to talking, "Welcome back. You deserve all that." She taking. I'm like, "Come on, girl. Let's get to it." She basically telling everybody, "Listen, I thought I did everything I was supposed to do. I went and took care of my mental health because I was not sick. I was sick or whatever." Everybody was excited about mental health. Then she said, "I did therapy." And the audience was like, "Yay for therapy." And everybody chanted therapy. And then she said, "I sat home and I don't got a problem with my man fighting other men. I got a problem with a bitch slapping on my man and motorboating him. So when I saw that my man was being emasculated, I had to come and take care of my man, my man, my man." And before she can continue, this is the first time I said, "Thank God." Becky Lynch interrupted. I said, "Thank God." Becky outfit was cute. I'm not even gonna hold you. She had like a liquid leather red number with some big red goggles or whatever. Becky came out. Crowd wasn't trying to hear it. She was like, "Listen, I'm just here to get my title because I don't even know why the fuck you got it." All right. She took her glasses off. AJ said, "Oh, it looks like I gave you a shiner. Do you want another one?" Becky was like, "Look, give me my belt, whatever case it be. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Whoop de whoop de whoop." AJ took the belt off, laid it on the mat, and she said, "If you want the belt, you need to come and get the belt." Okay. Becky was like, "No, girl, I'm not coming up to get the belt. You need to give me the goddamn belt. Okay. It's not my fault that your man's a piece of shit. We stuck in Milwaukee. Whoop de whoop de whoop. Matter of fact, let me show you what a good, hot, sexy looking man looks like." play my man's music. So Becky Man came out. Because we don't even have to say these men's names, okay? Becky Mans came out. And Becky Mans was very interesting in his outfit because he had cowboy boot Air Force Ones. I said, I ain't never seen no shit like that. Tron, King Tron. You gonna have to explain if you done sold them boots together or what, because that's their stylist. I ain't never seen no shit like that. Anyway, Seth comes out and he's like, listen, this is what we gonna do. First he was like, Becky, calm down. Okay, calm the fuck down. And he was like, this is what we gonna do. You gonna give me that title and we gonna wrap this shit up, okay? Because I ain't got time for this. I'm the visionary. So AJ Lee was like, you know what? This is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you two options. The first option is you come into the ring and get this belt and I'm going to knock her fucking head off her shoulders. Or you, her, me, and my man, we can have a match down to the WrestlePalooza. And you can get the belt then. How about that? Seth was like, no, bitch, I'm not dealing with it. First, this is what I'm going to do. Becky's over there completely incensed. He says, what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and come and walk up there. I'm going to come get the belt, okay? That's what I'm going to do. So Seth is walking into the ring. He gets in the ring. And, of course, AJ Lee steps over the belt and gets in Seth's face. Seth tries to move. AJ moves. Seth goes the other way. AJ goes the other way. And he said, you know what? I'm not in the ring to play with you. I just want the title, and I want to go. I want to go. So all of a sudden, you hear all this rumbling and stuff, and Becky's standing there like, yup, that's my man. Yup, that's my man. He's doing what he's supposed to do. And she back into CM Punk. And so CM Punk went in, and he started beating up on Seth Rollins, and he was getting ready to put Rollins in to go to sleep, but Rollins rolled out. And so Becky, AJ was like, so what you gonna do? So Seth's ego is hurt, and he was like, you know what? We gonna be at WrestlePalooza. We gonna see you then. And that was the segment. AJ threw the belt to Becky, and that was the segment. Let me tell you something. This segment was long. I shortened it. This segment was long as fuck. Long, drawn out, and unnecessary. And I'm not going to even jump. AJ Lee used basically the same lines as Trish Stratus. I'm your favorite's fave. Okay? If you don't know me and you don't know why your millennial parents are so excited, it's because it was like, I don't know what it is. Listen, I know everybody's really excited, but there's just something off about a grown woman acting like that. When she was 25, 28 doing that, it fit. But now you said you healed and all of these things, and the way you're acting, it gave me like Ace Ventura. You know, it was just, it was cringy a little bit for me. Becky's already cringy, okay? Seth is Seth. CM Punk looks like he's everybody's uncle. They look dated as fuck. This is like some blurred timeline type shit. This segment, in my opinion, wouldn't have been as bad if it wasn't that long. That's just it. Becky going on and on and on. Nobody's getting physical. Listen, Seth should have slapped the shit out of AJ Lee. If you really want to get some heat and give us something to chew on, he should have slapped the shit out of her and took the belt. And then run off. Because now you done hit my woman. No. I'm shocked that the IWC and the whole wrestling situation, pro wrestling community, doesn't mind that we are literally having a my man match. Is it for the title? Is it for the IC title? I was confused. That's my question. She threw the title back to Becky. Are they fighting for her title, or are they just fighting because you hit my man? I don't know. I didn't like it. I'm not even a party pooper. It was too long. I did not like it. You did not have to do all of that just to say, yes, I will fight you. I did not like it. It did not. For me, it was a womp womp, boom, womp, whamp, didn't care for it. Moving right along. Bailey is still backstage talking to herself. Now, I got to really see, we all did, a silhouette of a ponytail. So it's the hugger Bailey, but she sound fucking demented. Basically, the hugger Bailey said, listen, we need to get ourselves together and fucking run this shit. Like, I don't know what you got going on, but you need to pull it together. And we need to go ahead and set this shit off. And so basically, Bailey was like, you know what? We about to get this shit together and do what we got to do. Penta versus Rusev. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was looking at TikToks, and one of the TikToks had me drooling a little bit because it was two people in the forest, and they was picking up, like wood and stuff, and this man folded real nasty. Looked like he broke every MCL, MCU, ACLU in his kneecap. But what made me drool a little bit, because I was laughing so fucking hard, is when I went to the comments and somebody put the Lego. You know when you play like Lego games and they fall apart, they make that noise. Oh my, because that's the noise when he dropped all the wood. Anyway, listen. Either way, there was a pinfall, okay? And Rusev won. Rusev won because Xavier Woods and them interfered, okay? That's when I looked up. That's what was going on. We got to see the Bronzes backstage, and they was doing whatever they had to do back there. So we come back from commercial, and we talking about John Cena and him challenging Sami Zayn and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And so anyway, Big Jim, he go up to LA Knight and he was like, you know, what's going on? Don't worry about it. And LA Knight was like, listen, I don't want none of y'all fucking help. I'm trying to do my own thing. Because there was a point, Jay fucked me over and got in my way for the U.S. title. And when I was working it out with your fucking cousin Roman, you got in my way and fucked up the title. Do me a favor and don't do me no favors. Leave me the fuck alone. But y'all know how the Samoans is. They obviously don't understand English and they don't leave motherfuckers alone. So anyway, Nikki Bella, she makes her way to the entrance. And y'all went to a break. We was chilling. We was in the audience, you know, getting into her music and stuff like that. You can look, but you can't touch. You can see me from the stars above. Boojum, 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 boojum. That's all I know. And something like, you can look in my eyes. Asuka versus Nikki Bella. You know what? Nikki said, y'all gonna sit here and talk shit to me like I can't do these fucking moves? Audience is quiet as fuck. Nikki did her thing. She did that move that Becky missed, and Asuka was in the spot so she could do it. It was a cute little zhuzh. It was a cute little situation going on. I'm not even gonna hold you. Asuka got the role. Asuka won by submission. They got time too. They had to be in that ring for about 10 minutes. They got time. The audience wasn't here for it, so what's new? The audience is never here for women's matches. Nikki actually looked good tonight. Nikki looked good. Looking at Nikki come to the ring is fucking surreal. Because I'm like, how did we get here? We got these divas mixing it up with the girls. Nikki did do her thug thizzle and held her own with Asuka. I don't know if this is their first one-on-one interaction. But for her not to really be in the ring with her, I think she did a good job. Y'all know I don't fuck with Nikki like that. Anyway, Asuka was doing a tango with Kairi Sane at the end of that. I want to say, while y'all was at commercial, they be doing other stuff with the people. So there was a New Day a promo, and basically the kangaroo, I forgot his name, he had everybody signing a petition to end the Mexican Destroyer because Xavier Woods said that his neck got destroyed and they're still in mourning over their tag team championship loss. I also told y'all that AJ said somebody's out to get him. Whoop de whoop de whoop. And Dominic Mysterio had himself a little backstage to promote AAA is going to be having some type of situation that's going to be on YouTube. If you're interested in AAA, Dominic will be fighting for the main title against Hermanos or what El Hijo El He, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Again, 7 p.m. is going to be the start time next Monday. I'm super excited. We was down to the clubhouse, and basically Finn Balor was like, they don't know what El Grande Americana got going on because he got to work to be a part of the group and all that old bullshit, child. Don't nobody care. LA Knight is making his entrance to the ring, and we back from commercial. Nikki runs into the Kabukis backstage, and Asuka's making fun of her, and Nikki was like, you know what, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm ready for round 2. Like, you getting on my fucking nerves. So then all of a sudden you hear, oi, do we have a problem here? And the audience is like, hell yeah. Rhea Ripley shows up. Rhea Ripley standing next to Nikki Bella. And Asuka was like, yeah, bitch, we got 2 motherfucking problems. Like, what? What is it you finna do? So, I guess we're running straight into a tag team for WrestlePalooza, because you know Rhea Ripley got to be on the WrestlePalooza card. So Rhea wanted to remind Asuka that Io is fighting for that title, and she's going for the title because that's just what the fuck she does. Asuka was like, bitch, please. And so Kyrie, you know, she be trying to clean up after Asuka. Asuka was like, Kyrie! And so she ran off, and Nikki was like, thank you, Rhea. Girl, listen. Let's go ahead and get into the main event, which was Bronson Reed versus LA Knight. Okay, this is what you need to know. Okay, this is what you need to know. LA Knight. No wait, Bronson Reed won. That fucking spear that what the fuck that Braun Breaker does, he's going to injure himself. I'm going to continue to say that. He did a spear where he hit Jey, and literally his whole body was coming from the top like a missile. Like, you're not even going into it. I don't even know. That's not a spear. Anyway, the whole thing is, it was a whole bunch of fisticuffs, everybody coming in, whoop de whoop de whoop. So Jey at the end, because LA Knight was helping them or whatever, because he had left, and Jimmy came in, he was getting his ass whooped. LA Knight came in with the chair, and he was helping out. And then he turned around, all of a sudden, Jey go ahead and spears the fuck out of LA Knight. And Jimmy like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And Jey was like, I did what I had to do. Like, what's wrong with you? So I don't even know what the fuck is going on. I'm like, so where's this story going? Because you done turned, he ooshing, and he feeling some kind of way about LA Knight. When LA Knight didn't do nothing. You thought he was trying to injure you, and it was a miscommunication, which could have been cleared up in an email, girl. So I don't even know what's going on, but that's the way the show ended. Was Jimmy was looking like, come on, like, what is you doing? And Jey was like, I'm doing what I gotta do. Like, what's wrong with you? So I don't know if main event Jey coming back, but Monday Night Raw Jey, no, we can't do that, girl. That's just not gonna work. I don't know what that's about. Monday Night Raw. Okay, this is what I tell you. Should you watch it? Probably not. There's really nothing on the show to write home about. We just got some updated stuff for WrestlePalooza. It was a show with a lot of stuff. Just a lot of stuff. Now, you're going to have people talking about, oh man, this show was so good because AJ Lee. They're just AJ Lee fans. I thought that segment was atrocious. I'm not even going to hold you. Went too long, too much talking, cringe as all get out. The most important thing in that whole segment was Seth Rollins' boots. That's it. I just want to know, are they fighting for the titles? I need clarification on that. So, with that being said, that's all I got. I ain't got no more.